Hello, welcome to the Bigger Truth Podcast. I am Scott McMahon, and oh, I've been watching the video, like I'm sure so many of you have, over and over again, and there's only so much that could be gleaned from watching that video of Trump quite apparently being shot in the ear. And my first thought is just praise God that it wasn't a couple inches to the right. I just talked to a couple people, one within the RNC and another in a state party, and there's a lot of emotion right now. And it's when there's a lot of emotion, it's a dangerous time. And so I'm sure there's a lot of live streams going on right now. I'm not trying to use this for my gain in any way or to build my audience or whatever. I think that there is a message that's really important. And I'm going to go over some of the video, and I'm just going to kind of look at some of the response and reaction on X. And you're welcome to comment, and we can have a little bit of a dialogue if you'd like to comment. But I think that the thing to remember when something terrible happens like this is that people are going to try to emotionally manipulate us, and we need to just be on guard for that. And it's good to feel it. It's good to be shocked. It's, these are all natural responses, and it's just, but we can't let people manipulate us, and it's going to happen. My prayers, as I was spending time in prayer before coming live, my first prayer is obviously for President Trump's well-being. I just got a text message from someone who said that my first degree contact reports that Trump is okay. So that's excellent news. And it certainly looked that way as he was walking out to his vehicle. And I praise God for that. Second prayer is for justice, that they find who did this, and that we quickly can come to an understanding of the truth of what happened, how, and why. And then my third prayer is that people don't do stupid stuff, that there's no manipulation and incitement and radicalization as a response to this. So this is a really, it's a terrible situation, and praise God that it wasn't worse. Just praise God that this was not worse, because it could have been so much worse. It's scary. So certainly there's implications for the convention this week. I would be absolutely shocked if President Trump does not come. I'm sure he will. It's probably going to be a very emotional time. And I think he's slated to come on Thursday, and that's when he was going to be speaking. I don't think that he was expected to make any sort of appearance before then. Who knows if he will. I also think that, if the crazies within the party, the truly grassroots for Trump people who say that that's what they are, the Flynn people within the party, if they do something dumb on Monday, if they try to take control, I think that it would make them look really bad, especially in light of this. So I think that in the long run, this will be a good thing. And as long as we don't allow them to use this to radicalize us, And so let's go ahead and look to Twitter and X, whatever, see what's going on there. And so just here's, of course, what comes up first is Ivan Raiklin. So he says, looks like Barack Obama, Rep Raskin, and that's Jamie Raskin, I'm sure, and those on the deep state target list. Of course, he's using this to promote his deep state target list, which is really just the people who have wronged Flynn. Are moving towards the highest form of political violence, the most dangerous course of action before the GOP convention after Joe Biden meltdown last week. They can only win through political assassination at this point, just like Chris Wray's counterpart, J. Edgar Hoover, John Brennan's counterpart did in the 1960s. Be vigilant. We're moving into spicy times. I'm ready. Are you? Come on. Like, I think, ready for what, Ivan? I don't know. We cannot let them incite us into violence. There was, let's see if I can find it. There was a good slow motion. This is. I've already watched this like 10 times. There was, and this picture is going to go down as a very memorable picture. That is an emotional picture right there. Here's a slow motion. You can see that his head doesn't roll. If he were, he wouldn't be doing this. Would have, even with the 22, there would have been something if there was an impact into the skull. And also, the Secret Service would not have let him stand up if there was an impact. If there's any risk. Just got a picture of a person that apparently is Antifa extremist. He's been identified as Mark Violets. He uploaded a video on YouTube before the attack claiming justice was coming. And I can't share this. I'll get it in just a second. I'll get it onto the screen here. Someday I'll have a producer. So we'll see if this is actually him. I don't have any confirmation that this is really real. I'm going to see if I can find anything else on X here. And I'm sure you're doing this too. Maybe you just have me on in the background if you're watching. Oh, this is interesting right here, huh? Search of Mark Violets at 5 a.m. today. I mean, this is only 75 hits, but that's strange. That must be when he put up his video on YouTube. So, yeah, here it is. I'm sure he's going to be presented as a lone wolf. and no connection whatsoever to the CIA, right?
What's going on? Was he shot? Was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone chant. To me, as you're trying to figure out if you're okay, what's going on? Was he shot? Was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone chanting, saying, "Let me grab my shoes," as they tried to take him off. So we're just trying to figure out what happened. To me, as you're trying to figure out if you're okay, what's going on? Was he shot? Was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone chanting, saying, "Let me grab my shoes," as they tried to take him off. So we're just trying to figure out what happened.
This is obviously unfolding in real time, and okay, so he is dead. So fire was returned on him. It looks like he was there in the audience. So I counted 6 shots, but there may have been echoes there too. Now this is curious. You really wonder how he got through screening. Was it like a plastic gun, like a 3D printed plastic gun? How did he get through? Something that he would have assembled?
Adesso basta. Lo dico chiaramente una volta per tutte. Adesso basta. Lo dico.
That's Italian. So this is.
To me, as you're trying to figure out if you're okay, what's going on? Was he shot? Was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone chanting, saying, "Let me grab my shoes," as they tried to take him off. So we're just.
Well, I guess my prayer for justice, if this was in fact him, it looks like it was returned fire, so this very likely was him. The question, of course, is, was he acting alone? And, we won't know that. Is this him? Man, if that's him, he looks pretty large. He kind of looks skinny in that video. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. So this was just dropped 3.
Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó. You can see the guy there. I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead. Tá vendo? Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó. You can see the guy there.
Let me get this bigger so you can see it.
Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó. You can see the guy there. I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
When I heard about this today, right before the convention, yesterday I was thinking for some time about the security at these events and how the rallies that I've been to, there's just not there's a few Secret Service guys on the roof, but so it looks like he got up high. It looks like he's on a wall or some sort of a building or something, and that's where he was shooting from. So I wonder if he was able to get there without going through security. There's so many unanswered questions. How did this happen? So this was posted an hour. This is only 1 second of it. It says an hour before the attack. See if we can find more of it. I think we're all gonna get sick of looking at this guy. It's really easy to make him gross. In the world, there's a lot of sickness. All right. Well, I guess that's the kind of video that you might do. Is that all of the video though? So that doesn't match up with what was on the wall. You know, that it almost looked like he was on a storage container or something. Now he's being carried out of the bleachers. So is this somebody else that was shot? That other video? There's just so much, like this one right here. I don't know. I would say there's another video. This is a really, really terrible situation. So I don't know if this was helpful or valuable at all. But just gonna look and see if I have any new. I think the main thing to remember is do not react. Do not allow them to emotionally manipulate you. It's a good time to pray. And it looks like everything, he's going to be okay. I mean, yeah, I just pray that things do not escalate further. That's really what I pray. And that security is, whatever security lapses allowed for this to happen, that they could be identified and prevented in the future. Just pray for Trump's continued safety and protection. And I think that this next week at the convention is going to be, it's going to be wild. I mean, we already knew that, but we will see how things continue to unfold. This is just my reaction in just less than an hour after this happened, I believe. So we will be in touch. There's going to be a lot more reporting on this obviously in the days to come. And I look forward to getting to Milwaukee tomorrow. I'm going to be there. I'm going to leave first thing tomorrow morning. I'm driving out there. It's about 6.5 hours drive for me. If traffic's not too bad, which shouldn't be on a Sunday. So look forward to seeing you. Next time I check in, I'm sure I'll be in Milwaukee. So take care.